don't know if this is working or not. It's a new app, so let's see if it works. Hope it does work. Hope it goes to YouTube. It works. Well, you can't hear it because I got my earphones in. Okay, so sorry, my earphones, brand new. Okay, getting a bit distracted now. Okay, so I got a Zoom chat in about an hour or so, maybe more. So I'm not gonna be staying too long. Well, no longer than an hour. I got a brand new streaming app because the one that I've used before, I still have troubles with it. Like, I use it once, then I use it, it works, then I use it again, has troubles after that. It just becomes a reminder, and it's just annoying. I have to keep deleting the app and re-uploading just to get it to work. Anyway, I decided to look up on other apps, and I found this one that will go straight to YouTube. And this is my first time on it. It's working well, glad, and I think it's got more options here. Oh, zoomed in. Can I zoom out? Nah, can't zoom out. Can't zoom out. Well, you can zoom out, just it's at its maximum place, I think. Okay, welcome. I did try, well, I'll be honest, I have said before that I was going to do more live streams, and I haven't. Just too much things going on. Plus, I've been doing games and all that. You probably are aware that I've uploaded a couple of videos in the games, and yeah, well, I used to be a gamer, so I think I remember saying in my last live stream that I had a video that was a game that I wanted to upload, and I did it. It was that Roosters versus Cowboys match from Rugby League Live 4, and it's 30 minutes long. Well, I just like playing 30 minutes longer, I suppose. It was amateur mode. I haven't played that game in nearly 2 years, so it was hard for me to get back into it. So I went on rookie mode for a bit. It was really easy. I probably would have, if I made that game rookie mode, I probably would have got more points than ever, because the game was so easy to play. Right. It's so easy to play in rookie mode. I don't have a problem with rookie mode. It's probably because kids will play the game. Plus rookie mode was okay for me because I had to get back into the game, make sure it works out well. Then I moved on to amateur mode, where it gets tough. But, yeah. I did upload another game video, which was the Titans versus Dragons. I played Dragons. I played the Dragon. I always said that. I played the Dragons. Won. Yeah. I said that my laptop's down here. That's why I'm turning my head down, because I wouldn't be able to read comments from here. That's if they're gonna come through here. Not too sure what's... I don't know what that is. Something to do with camera, I presume. I didn't really look at this. Well, there was a couple of changes there. I think it might have something to do with the image. Anyway, I hope this is working. It still works. Okay. Well, one thing I didn't mention yet is the change of scenery. This is actually my veranda. Bathroom's alright. Just I usually been doing my Zoom chats out here. Like, I do Zoom chats in regards of things I do in my personal life. It used to be an office, actually. Like, there would be a computer right behind me. Not anymore. I don't know what happened to it. It probably broke or something. We've just been using laptops since. Yeah. Anyway. So, what's been happening? Apart from the game videos and Zoom chats, which I just mentioned, and the live streams. Well, wait a minute, I haven't done live stream for a while. This is the first time in weeks, nearly a month, that I've done a live stream. Okay, well, I might start off by saying that I have been going out. Like, not like breaking the law or anything. I've been doing walks because they allow exercising, and walking is an exercise. Yeah, I do go for walks. I mean, I do go for a walk around this area that was in a video that I made like back in 2018. It's a place up in the hills. Yeah. I mean, just at the edge of the hills here. I've been walking around there. My grandparents used to live there. This was the grandfather that I mentioned in my Christmas video, who passed away in 2009, just a couple weeks before Christmas. Yeah, yeah, I never really talk about that much, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I mean, I do talk about him to a lot of people now and again, but haven't spoken about it much. Yeah. My grandmother, she's still alive. I'll just say now, she's still alive. But she doesn't live there anymore. She's moved into my uncle's place. My uncle's house. He built a granny flat for her. So, yeah. I don't see her much as I used to. Because I used to go up there a lot. And, I haven't really been up there much before the virus. I mean, the pandemic. I've been going quite regularly because it actually used to be an area where I used to go jogging. I mean, I used to jog there because times where I would be jogging or walking, she could probably be out the front of the house, saying hello and all that. Yeah, I mean, she would be out there trying to find her cats. Yeah, you may know that my nan, there was a cat in my video that I said was my nan's. I'll just say now that was not the nan I was talking about. The nan that used to live near the hills, that was she had 2 cats. And she raised them since they were little. I mean, I don't know if she still has them or not, but they were definitely, it's definitely not Mac. Their names were Thomas and Jerry. Mac, yeah, there's an interesting story about Mac, to be honest. Mac used to be my neighbor's cat. Like, my neighbors who lived next door. I didn't know they had a cat, to be honest. He was more indoors than outdoors. They have dogs. So, I mean, I don't know if they still have dogs, but they had dogs. So that's probably why the cat had to stay inside. They've moved. I mean, they're still neighbors to us, but they moved houses. And, yeah, so they let the cat out quite more. And the cat chose to start living around my front yard. Yeah, and my grandmother just saw the cat and would leave it food, leave it fish and all that. Then it started going to my backyard, so my nan came and set up a bed. And then suddenly my nan just asked him if she could keep it. Because Mac loved to live around here, and they said okay. Because they know my grandmother for a really long time. So, and my nan's owned a lot of pets over the decades. I mean, she mostly owned dogs. She mostly had dogs. But last time I ever heard of my nana having a cat, it was a very tough challenge, because the cat was really mean, really violent. But so I think she said, I'm not getting a cat again. Well, that's what she told me. Now she has Mac. He's a bit old now. I don't know how old he is, but he's old. And he's not a cat that would be violent. Like, I mean, it took him some time, but he's used to my nan now. He's used to me. He's gotten used to me. But he prefers to be around her. Like, she would feed him tuna, fish, whatever was around. Yeah, he's taken up residence here. But looks to her as a parent. So it's good to know that my nan that we got a cat. We still get on with the neighbours, I believe, so it's cool. Really happy to hear. Okay, but yeah, I completely went off topic. I was hanging around went walking around my nan's area, and yeah, so I mean, it gets a bit cold because whenever it's the afternoon, the sun starts to go downhill, so the shadow, so yeah. I would also go to the supermarket. Yeah, we're allowed to go there. Just stuff that I need. I mean, I've been doing cooking a lot, so I would go there to get food to cook. I don't really get ingredients and make things from scratch. I mostly just make food that comes out of a packet. I mean, yeah. I probably would make something from scratch. It might take a while, but who knows. I made this thing about doing cooking videos, but I haven't really gotten around to thinking that far, but who knows. It might be a bit hard though, because restrictions are kind of starting to lift now. Restrictions are getting lifted. I mean, it may not happen, who knows. But I've been told that New South Wales is ready to lift the restrictions of travelling in after June 1st. So that's about less than 2 weeks away. Yeah. So in just about nearly 2 weeks, we probably would be able to go around places more. I mean, we'll probably be monitored, but they did allow the offer to travel. We just can't travel different states. Yeah, I'm happy to travel to New South Wales. I will just be honest now. I did plan on going to Melbourne in June. There was this thing that I go to just about every year. Like, my mom wants to go, so I go. And it's always good. It's always good. But this year I felt like I didn't want to go. And so my mom was cool with it. I was planning to... So I thought maybe instead I'll go to Melbourne. I'll go there longer. A week, even. I'll go that day. I mean, I was planning to go the day after this thing, but I thought, why? Why go the day after when you could just go that day? I mean, you work some... let's just say that a lot of things I've done before the pandemic reached its boiling point. I apologize if I don't know how to say. The pandemic got worse. I've been flat out busy. However, I've been at home mostly, so things have slowed down. So I pretty much relaxed. And I did hear the thing got cancelled, but I did hear that it may be going to go forward again. I'm still feel like going away though. So, I mean, not to Melbourne though. That might be a bit too soon. So I might just head around to Sydney, maybe head somewhere upstate, but maybe around Sydney, you know. Who knows? But I'll talk about Melbourne. But yeah, I'm planning to go to Sydney. Okay. So I still plan to go to Melbourne, like I said. Just can't be soon. Still, I mean, I did hear something about the borders being open. I'm not sure if that's actually true or not, because I heard that Melbourne was having a bit of a challenge. But I did hear the borders were open. I mean, not too sure if that's... But it's still a bit too soon to go. I'll probably go in the summertime, maybe. I would be up for it. I mean, if things were good by summertime, I would definitely go to Melbourne then. Because it wasn't just Melbourne I was planning to visit. I mean, well, yeah, I got a big list of places to go. Just sorry. I didn't want to stay in the city. Because the last time I went to Melbourne, I was there for 3 days. And it was mainly around the city. Yeah. So as I'm looking upwards, I'm looking out the window. So I'll probably go to places like Geelong, because I want to visit. Did hear about this one place called Williamstown, where you could catch a ferry to. I might go out there. I wonder how far it is to Bendigo, because maybe might want to visit for a day or so. It depends on how far it is. Maybe I would even go into the city go out of the city, head back into New South Wales and visit Albany. Albany is the final stop for the train to Melbourne before it crosses the border, New South Wales and Victoria. Yeah. And there's a train that goes out there, not an XPT. You have to book to get on those. There's a V-line train, trains that take you out of the city. But yeah, I'll look at I'll look into it further. I might also say now that I had another plan after that. I was planning to go to Queensland, but that was going to be sometime after Melbourne, like not straight away, like a bit longer than that. The borders around Queensland are still closed, and they reported that the government in Queensland plan to keep it closed until September, which is understandable. But I wasn't planning to go this year. I wasn't really planning to visit. This Queensland trip though that I've had in my mind, just around. Sorry, I doing this from my phone and a message just came through. I'll answer that right afterwards, right after the stream. So my actual plan is to visit a few places in Queensland. I think I said this in my last stream before, but I'll just refresh your minds, because I've been thinking about it sometime the last few weeks. You see, in 2000 and the early 2010s, my father bought a camper trailer. I finished high school sometime after that. And my father decided to start doing these trips in New South Wales. He invited me along some of these trips. I did about 4 trips with him. That's about it. 2 of them were out west of New South Wales. I mean, inland. My father went out there because around the early 2010s, my father started getting interested in our family history. Like, he wanted to know if there were any ancestors around Australia, and he found out that one ancestor had a shop in Young, New South Wales. Young, Young. Yeah, and there was another town, something to do with it. We found, it was apparently this ancestor had a tailor shop, a tailor. We found the location. It was a clothes shop. But my father went in, told the owners that his ancestor lived there and he wanted to see the shop for himself. And they were very kind. I mean, they were very kind. They were very welcoming. They were happy to hear this news. The other location, we did visit that town. We couldn't find the place, unfortunately. We sort of found the area it was in, but we didn't exactly know the number. I mean, we found the street, just didn't know the number. But I think it was okay for my dad anyway. I think he was happy that he found it at least. Apart from that, we just visited other places. I mean, we visited places. I mean, some of them I saw when I was on the XPT from Melbourne to Sydney, like Yass and Wagga. But we visited other places like Cowra, Lithgow, Blue Mountains. What were the other places? Bathurst. We saw Bathurst. Wonderful. Yeah, awesome. So yeah, this idea that I had, I actually want to do something like that. I mean, not with my dad, because he wants to do camping, and I'm not much of a camper. I mean, I love to go on the camping trips. I do, but the camper trailer my father was using, he sold it and bought himself another one, which was smaller. Last time I ever went camping with him, I had to use a tent. Which was okay. I mean, I didn't care. I just wanted to go camping at the time, because even though I don't do much camping, I do like to go on camping now and again, and I kind of told my dad, there's this one place in just Droa. I love we went there quite a bit, but it kind of died down once. Oh wait, we went a couple of times. It sort of died down when I started traveling on my own. And this camping trip that I'm speaking of, I just kind of told Dad, if this is the last time I'm gonna camp there, this might be the last time I camp there, so I wanna go. And he agreed. I mean, my most favourite camping site is Shoalhaven Heads. I've only been there twice, but I really love the place. I wish I could go back there, you know. I mean, I might talk to my father about it sometime later and just say, can we go to this place? Are you willing to take me? And well, hopefully he's up for it. Because I do know he went a couple of years ago, about 5 years or something. Rang me up and said, wish you were here. Yeah, I wish I was there too, because the place is so awesome. The place is just wonderful. Okay, I'm still checking my laptop. I got about half an hour left. Probably won't need to stay on. Who knows? Okay, other things I've been doing. So all I'm doing is shamming on about my life, my history. I've actually been doing not just Zoom chats of things that I'm a part of. I've also been doing online PT, personal training. I do this group at a gym. Because and gym's closed now because of Corona. But the people there, the organisation that works with it, still wants to give all of its members a PT. So I agreed to do it, and for less than an hour, one morning a week, I'm doing personal training. So it feels good. Work. I should bring that up. Last time I did a live stream, I wasn't working. Not because they shut down. Well, not because lost money and all that. Still actually going. They just started telling people, we haven't got much work coming in. We may need you to take a couple of weeks off. What do you say? And I have anxiety. That's something I don't really like to admit. I mean, I'd probably laugh about it now and again, but there's reasons why I don't laugh about it all the time. I'm just gonna say that now. Yeah. So, but they said it might be only for a couple of weeks. So I just went, yeah, alright. I'll do it. I mean, I was ready to say yes anyway. But my actual plan was to work towards the end of that week. But after a day or so, I just decided, we probably should start now. And they said, okay, no worries. Work's been very supportive of me, and they know. However, we got told that restrictions got bigger, and they might need me to have another couple weeks off. Then we got a phone call saying we can give you 1 day a week. Just for now until things start to lighten up. So I've been at work 1 day a week. Which I've actually been happy about. I mean, to be honest, I'm not really much of a social creature. That's why I haven't really invited much people to my videos. I mean, I know a couple of people. I mean, well, yeah, I invited one. Actually, I didn't. Actually, this guy asked if he could be in a video, and I said, okay. I thought that was Bald Eagle. To be honest, I thought he would say, no, don't want anything to do with YouTube. Because he told me years ago that if you ever dare put me on YouTube, I will sue you. I mean, the guy's funny. He's a comedian a bit. But, so I was surprised that he said, yeah, I want to do your YouTube thing. I think the thing is that he wants to make his own channel, I suppose. He did talk to me about making a YouTube account a while ago, uploading. I don't know how far he got with it, but I guess he wanted to try and learn. He wants to do it again. So I'll be happy to do it. Because I want him to come back to my videos. But I'm going to use the cameras that I've been using now. Instead of my phone. Because I tried editing the footage and there were these glitches. It got so bad I actually decided to edit on